Alright, in this video, I'm going to demonstrate for you how to determine if two polygons are similar. And so the thing you have to remember is that similar polygons have corresponding angles that are congruent and corresponding sides that are proportional. So those are our two things that we need to look for when we're trying to determine if two polygons are similar. So in this example, I have what looks like two trapezoids, and I'm trying to determine if they are similar or not. So I use that setup of, are the corresponding angles congruent and are the corresponding sides proportional? So first let's look at corresponding angles. Instead of giving us angle measures, they gave us arcs to show that certain angles were congruent. And so when I look, I have two arcs, two arcs, two arcs, two arcs, 1, 1, 1, 1. So I have corresponding angles congruent. So the first part holds true for these two quadrilaterals. Let's not call them trapezoids because we don't know for sure if these two sides are parallel. The second part, the one that's more involved, is checking to see corresponding sides are proportional. So a proportion is just a statement that two or more ratios are equal. So the way I check to see if these sides are proportional is I create ratios using corresponding sides and check to see if they are equal. So I'm going to go through and set up my ratios using my corresponding sides. The two sides that connect the two angles with two arcs are 8 and 10, so they are corresponding, and I'll create my first ratio using those. And I'm going to put equals with the question mark over the top because I don't know if these ratios are equal yet. Alright, next set, I have 9.1 and 16.7. I know they correspond because they are between 1 and 2 arcs. So if I put 8 on top here from this top quadrilateral, then I have to use the number that goes with the top quadrilateral on top for my next ratio. So 9.1 over 16.7. And then over on this side, I've got the exact same measurements. So I don't have to repeat that. It's going to be the same thing. So I'll just move on to the last pair of corresponding sides, which is this one that's 14 and this one down here that's 21. And I know they correspond because they are sandwiched between the two angles with one arc. So again, 14's got to go on top because it's from the top figure that I used for my numerator for each of these, and it corresponds to 21. Now there's several ways that I can check and see if these ratios are in fact equal, but the quickest way is to use your calculator, and you just do top divided by bottom and get the decimal. So 8 divided by 10, which is 0.8. 9.1 divided by 16.7, which is, 0.545. 14 divided by 21, just out of curiosity, is 0.6 repeating. So what I've now learned is that these are not in fact equal, which means the ratios aren't equal, which means this is not proportional, which means the sides of my figures are not proportional. So the conclusion I draw is that these polygons are not similar. Even though their corresponding angles are congruent, their sides are not proportional. So I would say not similar. And here's the most important part, the justification. Not similar because corresponding sides are not proportional. So that's how you determine if two figures, two polygons are similar.